Param Shanti. Today we will be talking about time dilation in Hindu scriptures. Time dilation is a phenomenon which science discovered approximately 100 years back. Before that, science was not aware of this law of nature. Recently, in a movie named Interstellar in 2014, explained this phenomenon of variation of time in different dimensions of creation. Even though there are many sci-fi movies on time travel, but the detailing of time dilation is explained in the movie Interstellar with a very logical and scientific explanation. This becomes a topic of discussion in scientific community as science is discovering many dimensions of creations beyond Earth, such as infinite solar systems, galaxies, universes, etc. With the advent of James Webb Space Telescope, there is high expectations of viewing the first galaxy or universe formed in the timeline of our visible creation. Time dilation refers to a fact that time passes at different rates for different observers depending on their relative motion or position in a gravitational field. Two factors, that is speed and gravity, affect the time dilation. In simple words, it is difference in elapsed time as measured by two clocks in two different points in space. Speed of the object affects time dilation in such a way that flow of time slows down, thus there is less aging. Similarly, strong gravitational field also slows down the flow of time, thus less aging takes place. If an object moves with a speed comparable to speed of light, then one can clearly observe the time dilation of significant magnitude. But achieving speed of light is not possible in normal practice with physical bodies. Special theory of relativity in 1905 and general theory of relativity in 1916 by Einstein had explained this phenomenon of time dilation in space. Science is acknowledging the fact that flow of time in space varies from one place to other in creation. Though research is going on to understand gravity force in space, but still, science is recognizing the fact that time is different for different dimensions of creation. There is significant research work going on in this field. As various new dimensions of creation open up, this factor of time variation is becoming more and more relevant even in designing various space technology. What Einstein had explained theoretically around 100 years back is now practically observed through experiments. Now this time dilation correction is used in GPS technology in mobile, which we use in day-to-day life. In the movie Interstellar, this fact is explained by showing an incident where the astronaut in a distant planet in another galaxy named as Miller's planet found that 1 hour in Miller's planet is approximately 7 years on Earth. This is a time dilation with significant value as compared to nanoseconds or microseconds. Here gravity is so powerful that it has significant impact on the flow of time as compared to flow of time on Earth. This fact of huge time dilation is explained in the movie. It is due to the influence of powerful gravity force of a nearby supermassive black hole named as Gargantua on the Miller's planet. Supermassive black hole has so much gravity field that it distorts the time-space matrix on planet Miller's, which cause severe time dilation. In 2020, another calculation is made by students of University of Leicester to calculate the age of NASA Voyager probe 1 in 43 years. It is found that Voyager 1 probe is 1.2 seconds younger than Earthlings since it is launched in 1977 by NASA. Thus, time in space still eludes scientists. What science is discovering now, those have already been depicted in our Hindu scriptures since ancient time. This time dilation is very common phenomenon in scriptures as there are many descriptions of interdimensional travel of deities and other powerful celestial beings. The incidents in our Hindu scriptures are described where one can clearly infer that time dilation was known to our ancestors long back in other yugas. The first incident we'd like to mention here is the marriage of Balram during Dwapar Yuga. There is a vast difference in the passage of time in Brahmalok and on earth. 1 second in Brahmalok is equivalent to 1 lakh years on the earth plane, that is Bhulok. This has been clearly written down in our scriptures and Puranas such as Vishnu Puran. We can understand this clearly with the help of an incident mentioned in our Purana. In the Golden Age or the Satyuga, there was a ruler named as Kakudami ruling over his kingdom Kushasthali. When his beautiful and talented daughter Revati had reached a marriageable age, the king was not able to find a worthy groom on earth for her. So by using his mystic powers, he went along with Revati to Brahmalok in order to seek Lord Brahma's advice on this matter. However, upon their arrival, the king and his daughter found that Brahmaji was busy watching a performance by the celestial musician and dancers of that loka. They decided to patiently wait for some time until the performance was finished. Then Kakudami sought Brahmaji's advice for finding a suitable groom for Revati. Thereupon, Lord Brahma said that in the brief period that they had waited in Brahmapuri, 27 Chatur Yugas, that is 108 Yugas, had already been passed on earth. All the eligible princes whom Kakudami knew would be long dead, as also their grandchildren. Brahmaji smiled and explained to Kakudami that time runs differently in different planes of existence. By the time king would reach on earth, all his wife, ministers, army, king's men, father and his entire kingdom would have been wiped out by the march of time. To be noted here, if we calculate further, then we can arrive at a time of 19 minutes 43 seconds approximately that the father and the daughter had waited at Brahmalok. Brahmaji consoled him and advised both of them, saying that if they started at the present moment, by the time they reach earth, 28th Dwapar Yuga would be running its course and the age of Krishna Avatar would have started. And he recommended Lord Balram, who was the divine incarnation of Sheshnag, as a suitable groom for his daughter Revati, so that the Kakudami would attain moksha at the hands of Lord Sri Krishna. King Kakudami was taken aback and shocked by his unexpected turn of developments. As soon as they reached earth, King Kakudami gave away his daughter to the Lord Balram in marriage. Here we find that time dilation is huge. 19 minutes 43 seconds in Brahmalok is equivalent to 116.6 million human years on earth. That means the gravity field of Brahmalok is still a mystery for present science. This clearly signifies that the speed of travel of King Kakudami to Brahmalok is equivalent to speed of light, and the gravity field of Brahmalok is millions times powerful than that of earth. Due to these facts, there is a huge time dilation between Earth and Brahmalok. Science is yet to understand the gravity field of other subtle dimensions of creation. Second incident here would like to mention is pastime of Sri Krishna in Vrindavan. When Sri Krishna was at very young age of 6 to 7 years in Vrindavan, he used to go with his childhood friends Bhadra, Subal, Sridham, Vishal to forest along with his cows and calves to feed them with fresh grass in the forest. When these cattle were busy grazing, Sri Krishna and his friends were engaged in merrymaking, and Sri Krishna used to play flute to entertain all in the forest. They also used to eat their lunch together with love and affection. All his friends were so engrossed in love and affection with Sri Krishna that they used to feed their lunchbox to Sri Krishna. This scenery of merrymaking and divine love between Sri Krishna and his friends was so enchanting that even deities and other divine celestial entities used to enjoy those events from higher dimensions. Once Lord Brahma of our Brahman, that is solar system, found that even deities and many divine entities were watching a boy on earth, and all were praising the glory of this wonderful boy. Brahma was amazed with this importance of very common boy on earth, and he was completely unaware of the extraordinary divinity of Sri Krishna. So Brahma came down in his divine vehicle, Swan, to test the power and the authenticity of Sri Krishna. He found that all the children of Vrindavan were playing merrily without any awareness of external world. A desire arose in Brahma to disturb their merrymaking by using his power to test the power of Sri Krishna. So Brahma, with his soul power, hypnotized the calves and all his friends and hid all of them in unconscious state in the distant place named as Sumeru Parvat, a subtle world. Brahma wanted to see the restlessness in Sri Krishna on losing his friends and cattle. Then Brahma proceeded for Brahmalok to carry out his regular work, but Brahma could not enter Brahmalok as the gatekeeper of Brahmalok obstructed his entrance to Brahmalok by saying that already Brahma was there in his seat, so calling him a deceptive or a demon. Brahma was in a fix. Finding no other way, Brahma returned to earth and realized that he had done some serious mistake by stealing those innocent boys and cattle against the will of supreme power. Internally, he felt guilty for testing a power which he was not aware of. Brahma returned from Brahmalok in a very short time, which is estimated to be 1 Truti in Hindu scriptures, which is equivalent to 29.6296 microseconds, but during that period, 1 year had already been elapsed on earth. This is a huge time dilation beyond the imagination of present scientists. In the meantime, when Sri Krishna did not find his friends and cattle, then by his divine vision he could come to know about all the facts. So Sri Krishna instantly created exact replica of his friends, cows and calves from his soul power and continued to live life on earth as usual without any disturbance. Nobody in Vrindavan could know what had happened during that period. When Brahma came to see the condition of Sri Krishna, he was astonished to find that everything remained unchanged, as Sri Krishna was playing with his friends and cattle as he saw earlier. Then Brahma got confused severely and apprehended whether the boys and cattle had come out from the hiding place of Sumeru Parvat, which was an impossible task. With his divine power, Brahma could visualize both the places simultaneously and found that a set of boys and cattle were playing with Sri Krishna and another set of boys and cattle were sleeping unconsciously in Sumeru Parvat. Then Brahma was in wonder struck and realized his great mistake in undervaluing the small child Sri Krishna, thinking him a very common soul. He then bowed down to the supreme authority and begged pardon for his grave mistake, and also asked Sri Krishna to not to dethrone from his post of Brahma of this Brahmand. Brahma realized that Sri Krishna was the supreme authority. Whole creation is dancing at his will, and there are uncountable Brahma are working in his inklings. Here the important fact is that when Brahma spent only 29.6296 microseconds in Brahmapuri, then 1 year had been elapsed on earth. This is a huge time dilation. That means the speed with which Brahma was travelling and the gravity force of Brahmapuri was unimaginable as compared to earthly events. The third incident here I would like to mention is the incident of Muchukunda. As per Hindu scriptures, there are 7 dimensions in our Brahmand above earth. Swarglok is the third dimension above earth if earth is considered as the first dimension. As per scriptures, 7 dimensions including earth are as follows: Bhulok, Bhuvurlok, Swarglok, Maharlok, Janlok, Tapalok and Satyalok. One such legend about time dilation in Hindu scriptures is mentioned about King Muchukunda. King Muchukunda was from the Ikshvaku dynasty and an ancestor of Lord Rama. His incident is found in Vishnu Puran. He was a brilliant war strategist and an accomplished general. When Devtas were outnumbered and on the verge of defeat in the battle against Asuras due to the lack of formidable commander, deities sought help from Muchukunda, who was just a human. They asked for him to join them and help them in their fight against Asuras in Indraloka. The fight was long and bloody. He got so caught up in the war that he didn't even get to sleep. He protected deities from Asuras until they got Kartikeya, the son of Lord Shiva, as their new commander. Once Kartikeya took over the charge of commander of deities, Indra felt Muchukunda could be relieved from his duty as commander to take rest. For his service, Indra, the king of Devtas, thanked him and asked him to seek any boon for his service to Indralok. Muchukunda was so tired that he wanted to take rest with his family in his kingdom on earth. But Indra explained him that he had been fighting in Swarglok for a period of 1 year, and there was difference in flow of time on earth as compared to Swarglok. Muchukunda was intimated that 1 day in Swarglok is equivalent to 1 year on earth. Since a long time had already been elapsed on earth, so there was no sign of his kingdom and family on earth. Everything has been destroyed over time. Learning all this, Muchukunda was disheartened. Seeing this, Indra told him to ask for any boon except moksha. Then saddened and depressed Muchukunda asked for a boon of sleep that would not end until he wanted it to compensate for all the sleepless nights he had spent fighting. He also asked that whosoever disturbs his sleep would burn to ashes. In Dwapar Yuga, this boon of Muchukunda was used by Sri Krishna to kill invincible demon Kalyavan. Here the important fact is that 1 day is elapsed in Swarglok, then 1 year is elapsed on earth. This is an example of time dilation, but the magnitude of time dilation is found to be less than as compared to Brahmapuri. That means the power of gravity in Swarglok is less as compared to Brahmalok. Scientists yet to discover all these facts regarding variations of gravity field in space and their measurement, etc. There are many examples in our scriptures, but the above are only few. So flow of time varies between various dimensions of creations depending on the speed of soul and power of gravity of a creation. This is explained superbly by Bapuji in his Supreme Knowledge. A solar system is headed by a Shiva. The lifespan of a solar system is 100 years of Brahma. That is equivalent to approximately 311 trillion human years on earth. A galaxy is headed by Mahashiv, whose lifespan is 10,000 years of Mahashiva. In 1 second of Mahashiva, trillions of Shivas are created as well as destroyed. So the 100 years of Brahma is equivalent to 1 second for Mahashiva. So if we calculate the equivalent time period on earth, then that would be around 98.09 multiplied by 10 raised to power 24 human years on earth is equal to 10,000 years of Mahashiva. Can anyone imagine time dilation of such gigantic magnitude? When scientists will discover these facts, then a different movie will be made and the whole world will then be transformed into a new dimension to see that movie. For more videos like this, check out our English playlist. Please check out our channel in the name of Jeel Patel for more videos and supreme knowledge. Join us daily for live meditation between 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST. Like, share and comment. Thanks for listening this video. Param Shanti.